starting today's vlog with some housekeeping. Cooking lunch right now. Well, this is what I cooked yesterday, but I'm just gonna warm it up now. And the video is exporting. Yesterday's vlog is exporting. So I can't really use my phone, I have to wait. Guys, what up? Can't even see anything, it's so bright. But do you remember where I am? I was here yesterday too. Have to go to my tax advisor again. But yeah, it's a new day. It is Friday. Running some errands. Later I have to go to work. I'm not gonna wait. It is really warm today. Well, probably for some of you guys it's cold. It's like 10 degrees, but I'm Swiss, so there's literally people in t-shirts. That's the thing about Switzerland, you know, Swiss people are like, as soon as it gets above 10 degrees, they walk around in t-shirts. See? And then people from like Spain, they come here and say it's freezing because they're used to like 25 degrees. But in Switzerland it gets like minus 10. Where I go tomorrow, it's probably gonna be minus degrees. It's gonna be cold. I'm not sure if I'm ready, especially after this weather in Zurich. Going back into the snow, it's gonna be weird. Oh yeah, by the way, the video from yesterday is exporting right now. It's been exporting since 10 in the morning. It is currently 2:30 at noon. So I don't know why it takes 4 hours to get a 20-minute video exported. I think there is really some internet connection issues at my house. Like, we have very thick walls and I think this is blocking the signal. But the funny thing is I put my phone in front of the window, and when the window is closed there is no connection or almost no connection, and when I open the window there's like the 4 bars, you know, it's like full connection. And I didn't know that windows actually block signal. I thought only like thick walls do that, but apparently a window is enough to block the signal. But whenever I go outside, also with uploading YouTube videos outside, it's faster. Oh, look at the 996. Oh, it's a Carrera 4S. This is the one I want, guys. That's cool. It's cool to see those. I'm telling you, the 996s right now you get them for 20,000, but wait for 5 more years, they're gonna be like 30 or 35 or more. They're gonna go up in value. We got the Ram TRX, also a sick car. I think this has a V6, right? It's the, oh no, it's a 6.2 liter big V8. All right, man, look at the RS4. Oh, this is an RS6, I'm not even sure. I'm seeing some cool cars today. So what I was saying with the video from yesterday, I don't know why it takes so long to export. It's a mystery. But whenever I have to upload videos now, I just go outside and upload it there, like on the way going somewhere, because it's literally faster than in my house. Okay, taxes are done. Well, I didn't do them, but my tax advisor did. Are you guys doing your taxes yourself? I'm not gonna lie, I did an apprentice as an accountant, but I don't know why, but we never learn how to do taxes. This is like the second most important thing in Switzerland, knowing how to do your taxes. But nobody has ever taught me. And it's kind of difficult with multiple income streams, and then you have to do like all the, a lot of yada yada. But do you do them yourself? Because I just never really, I want to get into it. I want to figure out how to do it myself, but at the moment I just don't really have the time to also learn that, Some of you might think I'm super, like I'm such a kid not doing my taxes myself, but I just gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole bureaucratic stuff, like, things like doing my taxes just seems kind of boring to me, but I'll get into it eventually. Now I was thinking, because the weather is so nice, I theoretically have to go home and do some work. I have to apply, write some job applications. But I'm thinking about just quickly going home and then going out again and go to the city. Well, I am in the city, but like going downtown, because the weather is so nice, and I don't know when we have such nice weather again, because tomorrow it's definitely gonna be colder, but I'll be outside the whole day anyways tomorrow. But I'm hyped. Okay, what's up? I'm back. I went home. Now I'm back in the city, going for a walk and talk, chat with you guys. Oh, look at that. Range Rover from Germany. I figured walking around with the Mandem is just much easier, because you have people that you can, you're not just walking around with a camera talking and nobody really knows what you're doing. The thing is though, it's much easier with the phone, so I'm just filming this on my phone, as you know. But I remember back when I tried vlogging for the first time, I showed myself on camera, but also I did use a fat mirrorless Sony camera that was super, everybody could see from a mile away that I was filming, and it was very uncomfortable for me. So I much prefer just filming with my phone. I think the quality is actually not that bad. I thought it's worse, but in 4K it actually looks decent on YouTube. My first video, I just had some trouble. It was not even in 4K because I had the wrong export settings, but now I'm good. Also, I'm uploading the video from yesterday right now. I'm trying to figure out what time is best for YouTube. I asked ChatGPT and they recommended that I should upload the video between 2 and 4 p.m. Apparently that's the best time, because YouTube has to rank your video in the algorithm or something, and then it's showing your video to the people. So last couple of days I've always uploaded it around 4 p.m. Now it is around 3 p.m. Let's see if that makes any difference, but I'll let you know. Yesterday I saw a video on YouTube. Well, it was a documentary about... Ooh. There was a dog jumping on me. Yesterday I saw a video that was about the German economy and the specific point of the difference between very poor and very rich people is getting bigger and bigger every day. And I think we have the same issue in Switzerland. I think probably it's like an international problem. All countries have that issue. But I think in Switzerland especially, there's, oh look, that's the new Tesla Model Y. I kind of like it. It looks better than the previous one. I don't like the facelift of the Model 3 though. But they said, or like in countries that have a lot of wealth like Switzerland, I think it's very extreme, because I do see people like sleeping on a street in Zurich next to people walking around with a fur coat. I think it's very extreme in Switzerland, but you don't know if you don't look. Like, depending on where you live and where like in smaller villages in Switzerland, there's only rich people. Like there's no people without jobs or something. But in Zurich, there's quite some difference. But obviously there's also a lot of money in this town. Like, Zurich is basically the capital of money. All the banks are here. Like, well, Zurich and Geneva, I would say. But all the big movies, they're always talking about Geneva or Zurich. It's kind of funny. And what they were saying is that if you are born in a rich family, you have better education, and therefore you get further in your career. You just have it much easier, And when you're born in a poor family, you're less likely to go to a university, or I don't know if I fall under this demographic, because I was definitely, like, I'm not from a wealthy family. We were quite poor when I was a little kid. And then later, I guess we got some money, but like, I'm not, I'm from an average family. So I'm from neither end of the spectrum. We're not super poor, but not super rich. But I know some people that are super rich. And I don't really know people that are super poor. Or maybe I just don't know because they don't talk about it. But what do you think about this issue? Oh, now it's getting weird to film, guys. There's so many people here. I can already feel their evil eyes. I also think, what's just terrible to hear is that a lot of older people, the people that built this world, like our grandparents, for example, a lot of them are living below their needs now. A lot of them are not being paid what they should be paid. Ooh, XM. I like the XM. A lot of people don't like it. There's an R8 coming. I'm getting super distracted by all these cars, but that's a facelift one. It doesn't sound good. I wouldn't buy it. And those people who built the basement for the good lives that we are living now, they're not really, like, they worked their whole lives, and now all they get is 2,000 francs a month, and like they can basically not live off that money. Which is sad to see, sad to hear. It's a sad reality, and I think we should do something about it, but what? Saw another video from a girl talking about that she doesn't want to work 40 hours a week because she feels like it's unnecessary. Because, back when they introduced the 40-hour work week, that was in a time where, like after the industrialization back in the, I don't know, 1920s or something. Don't quote me on that. But you know, back then people were working like 80 hours a week. They were working 16 hours a day, basically from when they woke up to when they went to sleep. And then people came and started this 40-hour work week, which has been like, for the past 80 to 100 years has been the norm. But everything has changed, you know, the world has changed so much. But the system has not changed. It's still the same as 100 years ago. And you just have to think, like, it doesn't make sense. Because now with all the AI and machines, you know, we don't need that many people working for 40 hours a week anymore. Oh, I think I know that GT3 right there. That's some famous guy from Zurich. He's dialed in for sure. Putting him on the vlog. If you know, you know. But come on. Guys, that's basically my like ultimate dream car. The 992 GT3 or the GT3 Touring is nice as well. I like the ducktail. So I would probably get a GT3 but remove the big wing and only have the ducktail. I don't know if that's legal. Like, if Porsche fans will cancel me for that, but this is what I would do if I had the money for one. But they're like, I don't know, 200,000. It's insane. They're not even going down in value since they come out. Why am I walking on the street? Anyways, so she said we should only work maybe like 20 hours a week or something. And this got me thinking, because 2 days ago I also bought this book, The 4-Hour Work Week. I haven't read it yet. I'm still reading other books right now, but I think it is about a similar topic, that it's not necessary to work 40 hours a week anymore. And that the whole system is basically, like, it's based on a world 100 years ago. But this is not the world we still live in, you know. 100 years ago, you didn't need a degree to get a good job, and most people could get a house, you know. Like our predecessors, they all had a house. The generations before us. Nowadays, I mean, find a 20-year-old who has a house. I mean, yeah, if you're super rich, if you're from a wealthy family, that might be likely to happen, but if you're not, there's no way. I don't know if partly I agree, but partly I disagree. Because, for my entire life, I've always heard that, you have to hustle hard, you have to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And I mean, I know people that work 60, 70 hours a week. And I guess in some industries it's very normal, if you work in the finance industry, for example, it is normal to work 70 hours a week, but you're also paid, Random Aventador SV. Welcome to Zurich, guys. That's what happens. Should probably get the thumbnail here. I'm just gonna do a screenshot. Oh, look at that. 991.2. I don't know what the color is. Lots of fancy cars. So, they're working 70 hours a week, but it's like at some point you have to decide, do you want to live life, work less, and just live with what you have, or do you hustle for 10 years straight? You don't have a life, you don't have any free time, and then you have a lot of money, but you might be in your 30s or 40s, and you start families, and then all of a sudden you might not have the energy or the time to do what you want to do. And I'm like, you know, should I just hustle through my 20s, or should I live my life now and hustle later? I don't know what's right. I've been thinking about this for years now. And it seems like I'm not the only one who's thinking about this. So let me know in the comments what you think, or what you're doing, what you're up to. I found another Porsche that I want to check out. There's so many today. Good weather, all the cars are coming out. It's beautiful. I don't even know what that is. Something older. I'm not good with the old Porsches. I don't like the rims. It's a 911S. I don't know. Probably gonna see many of them tomorrow on the ISIS in St. Moritz. And you know, the thing is also, if you, let's say you're 20 now and you hustle until 30, and then at 30 you have 1 million or 2 million saved up, or less or more, it doesn't really matter. Let's say you have a lot of money, whatever that is to you. But then at 30 something you die because of a car crash or whatever, or something happens, or you're just not able to do anything with that money anymore. And then you have all this money, or you have a lot of wasted time. And I wonder, you know, what is worse? Being 30, not having money, but having a lot of experiences, or being 30, having a lot of money, but having no experiences and no time left. And all the people that are on their deathbed say they wish they made less money and just lived more. But I guess for a certain lifestyle you need a certain amount of money. And I'm good with, like, I can spend a little money and have a lot of fun, but I think a lot of people can't. And they're in trouble, because what do you do if all the things that you want cost a lot of money, but you don't have it, so you're forced to work, but then you don't have time anymore. See, it's like a downward spiral. You can't really get out unless you win the lottery, but that's not gonna happen, so, or it's very unlikely to happen. I don't want to destroy your dreams. Do what you want to do, but you know, I don't play around with my money like that. i30N, another car for 25,000 that I could get. I like it. I like the sound of it, but it's a front wheel drive. I wanted RWD, rear wheel driven. I think if we wanted to work less, there would have to be a change in the system, and everybody would have to be part of it, you know. And what would have to happen is that everybody works like 20 hours a week, so 4 hours a day for 5 days a week. So what would have to happen is that we get paid the same amount of money for less work. So instead of, like, let's say you make 5K a month, now you're working 42 hours a week. You have to make 5K a month working 20 hours a week. That's the only way we could fix the system. But the problem is, like, nobody would agree to this. Like, no employers would agree to this, because obviously you're getting done less work. But statistics say that people, I'm quoting from the YouTube video now, but they say that people are only really able to get work done, like, efficiently for 3 to 5 hours a day. So working 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day, doesn't even make sense, Because most people, basically no one, can focus and get work done for 8 hours straight. I can't. And if you're really honest, you probably can't either. Well, it's very likely that you can't. And that's okay, you know, we're not designed to work so much. But people are so, like, they hold on to this old system that has been outdated decades ago. They don't want to change. But change is the only thing that helps us grow. Like, you know, only because we don't have to change doesn't mean that we shouldn't. Because we can, and if we can, we should. At least that's what I live by. And it's just sad, you know, because there is so much potential, and I think we would actually live in a better economy if people would work less and would be happier. We would have less people committing suicide. We would have less people killing each other, doing illegal stuff. Guys, I don't know where I should go. I want to walk where there is not too many people, so I'm just walking in circles now. This video is getting long. We got 2 G-Wagons. I would take that white one, I guess. Don't really like brown cars. But, you know, there is massive change that we would have to do. But it only works if we all pull on one string. Can we do that? I guess we'll see. Also, one thing that you might think, oh, but this doesn't even work if people only work 5 hours a day. You know, stores are open from like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But then if people only work from 8 a.m. to 12, for example, how is this going to work? What I would recommend is that some people generally get up earlier and some people get up later. I think we should leave it up to them. Like, some people come from 8 in the morning to 12, some people come from 12 to 4, and some people come from 4 to 8, for example, you know. And then in the morning, probably there's going to be less people than in the evening, because most people are going to be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to sleep in, you know, I'm going to go to work at 2 p.m. But some people will choose to work in the morning. And then as an economy, we just have to accept that in the morning, there's probably less people working. So let's say you call your insurance company at 8 in the morning, you might have to wait a bit longer. That's the price we would have to pay. We would have to wait longer on certain times because people are working less, but what we get paid for that is more free time and more, like, a better economy. But this is just a foresight. Ooh. Silver Turbo S. I like it. This is just utopia, you know. I don't know how realistic my crazy ideas are, but I think if I was into politics right now, this is something I would push forward. I would definitely advertise this idea. The girl in the video also said that a lot of the unnecessary job, I think she called them bullshit jobs. So people, for example, people that work in finance, she calls them bullshit jobs because we don't really need those people, but they earn a lot of money. And the people that do work that's actually necessary, like people working in hospitals, they save lives, but they're not paid, you know. And there's a big injustice there as well. 993. And the problem is that people who went to university are being promoted for not really doing significant work, but people that do significant work are not being promoted because they're not going to university. And then we are back at the issue with what I said in the beginning. You know, if you're born in the right family, you have a lot of luck. If you're born in the wrong family, you don't. I think we should definitely pay those people more that work in the health sector, for example. People who save lives, they should be paid, 10K a month. And not the people sitting on the desk putting money from one account to another, because that's easy. Like I've done it myself. I did my apprentice as an accountant. It's not like mentally it's difficult, but physically not really. It doesn't demand so much from you, but you get paid a lot, so there's a lot of injustice there. Clean M4. Damn, that Mustang is low. It's probably an air suspension. I was already on my way home. Then I saw this car. Got out the tram and walked all the way back just to show you this car. Because I think this is sick. Those wheels, R6. I mean, that is something. Okay, it is many hours later. Finished at the gym. Don't crack under pressure. I'm going home now. Should get some stuff out of my car because I need it tomorrow. I have to leave early in the morning. So I gotta make sure I get my sleep, my 8 hours of sleep tonight, because tomorrow is gonna be a long day. Wow. It's full today. Everybody out here drinking. That's wild. They don't have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. They're not getting the results we are getting. But to each their own. I am probably gonna go to a party tomorrow. Well, you're gonna see it in the vlog. I'll update you. I'll bring you with me tomorrow. Also, my friend is coming, so I have to pick her up in the morning. Hope that she doesn't sleep in, because we are on a time schedule. We're on a tight schedule. But yeah, I'm hoping to see some of you guys tomorrow, or maybe in general see some cool people, because I heard there's a lot of cool people. Ooh, F-Type. There's a lot of cool people there. Guys, I'm talking about cars that I'm seeing. I don't even show you. There was an F-Type passing, but I forgot to film it. You just gotta believe me. So with that being said, I'm going to sleep now. Well, I'm going home, then going to sleep. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching.